Early one spring morning, as the sun was coming up, a little seed awoke and said,
I wonder what's going to happen to me today.
As the seed was sitting in wonder, Mr. Planter came bounding over the hill, whistling a tune.
Wait a minute, I can't whistle.
Mr. Planter came bounding over the hill, humming a tune.
That's better.
All of a sudden, Mr. Planter noticed the seed.
Well, look at that. If it isn't a cute little seed, I should probably plant him before a tractor runs over him or he gets eaten by a bird or stepped on by a size 14 boot.
Yeah. I don't want to be grinded into powder or eaten by a bird or stepped on by a boot. Help me.
So with a smile on his face and a spring in his step, the planter said,
You bet your dilly willy gumdrops.
Though confused about this strange saying, the seed was at peace as the planter began covering him with dirt as he hummed a tune.
Well, I think I have done a great job. My work here is done planting this beautiful seed where he can grow. My work here is finished.
Thank you, high kind planter. I will thank God for you every single day for sending you my way.
With these words in his ears, the planter bounded once again down the hill toward the setting sun. The next day, the seed woke to a beautiful sunrise and said to himself,
I wonder what will happen to me today.
As the seed sat in wonder, Mr. Waterer, the guy who waters things, came bounding over the hill with a can full of water and a song on his lips.
Oh my, a little seed covered in dirt with no water to drink. If it doesn't drink soon, it could crack and shrivel into a million pieces.
I don't want to crack it to a million pieces. Please, Mr. Water, help me.
So filled with compassion for the plant, the waterer watered the plant with a smile on his face and a song on his lips.
Ale, ale, ah. What a great job. That has to be the best watered plant in all the land. My work here is done.
That was quite refreshing. Why, thank you, Mr. Waterer. And I will thank God for you every single day for sending you my way.
The next day, the seed awoke to another beautiful sunrise and said to himself,
Ugh, it's a beautiful day. I wonder what's going to happen to me today.
As he stood in wonder, both the planter and the waterer came bounding over the hill until they saw each other.
What are you doing here, Mr. Waterer?
Well, hello, Mr. Planter. I've come to see the work of my hands. For just yesterday, I came across a tiny seed planted, and I watered it, and I wanted to see how well it had grown into a beautiful plant. Why, may I ask, are you here?
Well, Mr. Waterer, just 2 days ago, I found a little seed, so I covered it up with dirt to make sure it could grow and become a beautiful plant.
After hearing each other's stories, both stared at each other in disbelief. Could they be speaking of the same plant? After a staring contest of what seemed to be minutes, both broke into a run towards the hill, screaming,
It was my planting that made the seed grow!
No, you're insane. It was my watering that made it grow.
When the gardening duo finally saw the plant, they were both in awe and said,
We're in awe.
Well, hello, Mr. Planter. And hello, Mr. Waterer. It's a pleasure to see you two today.
Well, hello there, seed. It's good to see that my hard work has let you grow into such a beautiful plant.
I'm pretty.
Planter, You're so mistaken. It was my watering that made this flower grow into the beautiful plant you see here today. I deserve the credit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
And then, just as Mr. Planter was going to attempt a body slam on the waterer, the flower spoke.
You're both wrong!
What?
You're both wrong! Now give me some room! I said you're both wrong. It wasn't you who planted the seed that made me grow, and it wasn't you who watered me to make me grow. Does the Bible not say it is not important he who plants the seed or he who waters the seed? But what is important is that God makes the seed grow. Just like it's been true in my life, it's true as in God's word when that seed gets planted in people's hearts.
Feeling like giant goober monkeys, Mr. Planter and Mr. Waterer turned to the flower and apologized for being silly willy snickerdoodles.
Narrator, I'm not going to say that, but I will apologize. Sorry, flower.
It's okay. You got me pretty.
So as Flower enjoyed the last few moments of sun, Planter and Waterer bounded into the sunset with a new understanding that only God can cause the seed to grow, whether in the ground or in the heart.